Our coverage of the NFL has brought us to Space City and NRG Stadium, right next to where the old Astrodome sits, here in Houston, Texas. Today, a battle out of the AFC between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Houston Texans. Kaimi Fairbairn ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Houston. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. And the first carry here for Ashton Jeanty. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest, and runs like that gets the ball rolling.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. They send a man in motion. Working on first down. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. Still has some space inside the 35. Keeps himself upright. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Go play action here. It's Milroe. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Stopped on the play by the rookie from Tennessee.
And the defense was all over that throw. Able to stop it right at the line. They could smell that one coming, and they sniffed it out in a hurry.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Check, Tomcat, check. Here we go. Check. Let's go.
From the gun, Johnson. Let him gain about a handful there. Play made by E.J. Speed.
You make that call, just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Over short, it's Milroe. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's got it. Complete to Collins. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. 35 on the pickup. And it'll be first down, Houston.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play.
Let's go. Ready?
Now an inside give to Johnson. A lot of traffic up the middle there, and his bounce outside, and that's him 7. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
It's Johnson on 2nd down. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Taken down by Sebastian Joseph Day.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Ready,
The toss play, Montgomery. It's a race down the right side. And he's going to be stopped, but not before dealing some damage. He's down to the 12. A pickup of 17. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
70 Timberwolves. Ready,
From the red zone now. Flush down out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Second and 10. He'll run throw. It's complete to the back. David Montgomery. That screen sniffed out quickly. Shut down behind the line.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down.
Here we go. Here it comes, 19. Come 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Ready.
Here he goes. Third and long. Forced out to his right.
I mean, that may have been a situation when you look back on it and he watches the tape the next day. He's got to find a way to throw the ball because his running ability, while it gets him some yards, is not enough to get the first down.
Ready.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive.
Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60. Let's go.
Here we go with Johnson. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Texans finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
And this is caught, and that bid for the lead works out. They're now up 8-7. They come up with a touchdown of their own, and then, I love this, a little run-up-in by scoring on the two-point try to take the lead.
Yeah, you love it because you didn't have to make that call. The coach did. But clearly, they don't want to play from behind. They want to be the one dictating, and now, well, now they've got to do it the rest of the way.
Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take a 5-point first quarter lead. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders push their lead to 6. What do you think, Brock? Did we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. He's going to field this at the 2. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Ready.
Drive begins with a run by Johnson. He's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Okay, break.
Gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Warrior 70. Ready, ready.
Off the play fake, Milrow. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's third down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
From the gun, Milroe. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. He gets down inside the 35-yard line. Give him 32 on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
10 at the 34-yard line.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Here's Milroe, first and 10. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Welcome back. We'll begin the second quarter with the Texans in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down. Working quickly here.
No gain on the play.
Dragon 60.
Brings up second and 10.
Go.
Pistol now for Milroe. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Ready. 79, Viking 18. Ready.
Milroe throwing on third down. That's caught for the first. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans tie and can take the lead here in the second. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they could be a difference maker, they'll look for you.
14.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up first and 10. Now come out throwing. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. So it's second down coming up.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They're throwing it. This is Cox. That's Bowers working downfield. And no gain after the catch, but the gain's still out across midfield. They're to the 45. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Shotgun give here to Gentry. Makes the tackle. He gets him inside the 40. That's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. Looking in the air here. Look at that power. Deep left side. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Texans take possession as he makes his 4th interception. Of our season. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a...
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Darian Porter. Will take over just outside the red zone as he goes out of bounds.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
From the red zone on 1st. He's going to score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders parlay the interception into points. Brock Bowers the touchdown. Gay with the point after. And the Raiders jump in front now by 5.
Raiders 21, Texans 16.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return starts from the goal line. And he only gets to around the 15 before being brought down.
At their own 14-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
Bobcats. Tag.
They give to Johnson to start this drive. And he'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Ready.
Throwing now off the play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
He's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be Raiders football.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a 1st down on 2nd down. You're trying to create a manageable 3rd down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. That's complete to the back, Ashton Jeanty. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go.
Jeanty from the gun. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard
Well,
line.
it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Another give here to Jeanty. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Alert! Alert! Here we go, set! Hey, set! 70 Timberwolves! Check out!
Genty runs it in for the Las Vegas touchdown. The Raiders grow their lead just before halftime. Gay to add the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders push the lead up to 12.
Texans 16.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's all the way up across the 40 before heading out of bounds.
42-yard line.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
They go counter. It's Johnson. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Milroe from the gun. Fits it through the middle. He has this down to the 34. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line. Johnson gets it on 1st and 10. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him at the 2 yards. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
18 rattle, 18
Brings
rattle.
up 2nd and
Trap
7.
60, trap
At the
60.
31-yard line.
Shotgun now for Milroe. Down he goes. Raiders got him. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
Ready.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Bronco 80. Let go.
The lateral goes haywire. It's out. And the Raiders get to it. He's at midfield. The 30. He's at the 10. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders get more points to end a lopsided first half. No one else you'd rather have scooping up that loose football. Somebody who could do some damage with it on a return.
Yeah, some poor fortune right there offensively. There was nobody there to, number 1, make the recovery, or number 2, make a solid tackle on that speedster. Once he got the return going, that fumble was headed all the way home.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders go up by 19.
Texans 16.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
Ready, ready. Panther 60 Eagles.
He'll throw it. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lead up past the 30. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success. That's exactly what they did.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. They manage 22 on the rip and a first down. Goes to the hurry up here. First down throw here from Milroe. Headed out right. Going deep here for the end zone. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
They toss to Johnson, headed left. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Tackled back at the 41-yard line.
Third and long for him here. And they can't connect on the third down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got fourth down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Kaimi Fairbairn out there now to try a field goal for the Texans on this fourth down. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puck through. Yeah, these numbers, Kate, they're pretty clear. It's hard to recover these onside kicks. Nice job there by the fielding team, but you see why the rules committee, right, the competition committee constantly searching for maybe new creative ways, because it is just so hard to get that ball when the other team's prepared for the onside kick.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Genty. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10, back to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. Gay to add the extra point.
Matt Gay on for the point after.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders stretch the lead to 23.
Texans 19.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. He fields it from the 8. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Johnson up the middle. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Tag. 6-19 Chargers.
We'll go play action here. It's Milroe. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. And he's got a free play here. And it's a sack. They got there to take him down, but there was a reason for that. So we got a flag down. I think that's going to nullify the play. All right, so the penalty helps him out. Now only 6 yards needed on 3rd down.
Ready? 70 Lions. Let's go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Rolling and takes a deep shot down the middle. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. They're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line.
38 yards.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Texans, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Milroe with it on 1st. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up 2nd down.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 13. It's now 3rd and 4.
Cup 19. Cup 19. 19 Lions. Top low 18. Let go.
3rd and short, it's Milroe. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
Now a carry by Johnson. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down. Offense in a hurry up here.
Panther 11. Panther 11.
1 yard gain.
To throw. Here's Milroe. Into traffic. Complete. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Safety Ranger. Safety Ranger.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Cut near the goal line. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Okay,
Might
break.
be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Left hook.
Montgomery will score. It's a Houston touchdown. The Texans shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. David Montgomery with the touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff. Nothing fancy.
And he makes the catch, but he will not get the feet down. Oh, Brock, that could have been a highlight reel touchdown. Instead, just an incompletion. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
New set of downs from 37. Man in motion here. They'll throw here on first. Throw left side, complete. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
And off to Genty. On the move, past the 40. And he takes it down to the 33. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Throwing from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
And the Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
We're through 3 on this holiday weekend. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Genty on the draw. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Still a couple of shots at this one. Give up the guns. It's Genty. Fights his way through a tackle. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's now 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd and goal. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders put up even more points in a win. Gay to add the extra point.
For the point after.
No problems on the extra point there. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game.
Texans 25.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Check out.
From the gun, Milroe. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but sure would have loved for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Ready.
From the gun, Johnson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. He got a nice little gain on the ground.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Ready.
Throwing here, Milroe. That's incomplete on 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Hey. Go.
On 3rd down, here's Johnson. And that one's held up just before he can get the last bit he needed. It's going to be 4th and short.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this.
Get it. Nice.
Here we go with Johnson. And he can't get the push they needed. They hold him at the line and send him packing. After a turnover on downs.
Turnover on downs.
Well, that didn't break out how they thought it would, and they're going to lose the first of their 3 timeouts for their trouble. To the air now on 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders continue piling it on here in the 4th. Now we'll pause. The officials want to take a good look at this and confirm it was indeed a touchdown. All right, so wipe the touchdown away. He did not make the catch. They'll work against the blitz. Brought in by his back here is Shenty. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass to far more than a modest gain.
They give left side to Genty. He's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Huard, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Pass play coming here. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders keep running away with this. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all, at this point, expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready?
Texans to the line. First and 10.
Seven Pirates. Come on. Set. Chef. Viking 18. Ready?
Pistol now for Milroe. Flushed out of the pocket. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. Milroe from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go.
They'll run this with Johnson. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Buying some time right. Cut down the field, Golden. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. Offensive line fast.
And the Texans first down.
Ready?
Here's Milroe, first and 10. Escapes the pocket. Johnson here on the dump off. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Looking quickly here.
60 Bobcat.
Shotgun now for Milroe. He's still going to the 30. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
Hey, check that. Hey, go.
Now an inside give to Johnson. And he'll maybe get 2 out of that. So that play brings us to the 2-minute warning. Working fast as that clock ticks down.
Yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Now there's the flag. It looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards.
Ready.
Milroe looking to throw. Ooh, a little bit of big gainer. They connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
60 Maverick. Ready.
Third and long. Here's Milroe. And he's got it, so they'll put a little ways back with a touchdown. The Texans making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
On the move, headed right. And he is into the end zone for 2. So that right there turns this into a 3-score game. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Raiders are able to secure the kick. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point in the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
Giving this to Jesse. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Houston calls it second timeout. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
This is Genty on second. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Danger, King. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field.
New set of downs for him from the 31. First down, and they go right back to it. Went in there full steam ahead, but ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
Sends this to the end zone. And they strike for a touchdown on the final play of the game. They didn't need it, but they will take it anyway. The Raiders keep adding to that fourth quarter lead. Brock Bowers, the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So it's a road